Imagine a city frozen in time, its streets silenced mid-step, its people caught in their final moments, and its stories sealed beneath a shroud of volcanic ash. For nearly 2,000 years, Pompeii lay buried and forgotten, only to be rediscovered as one of the most extraordinary archaeological windows into the ancient world. What began as a tragedy became a time capsule, offering an intimate look into the daily lives, hopes, and fears of a civilization long gone yet eerily familiar. The morning of August 24, 79 AD. It began as any other summer morning in the bustling Roman city of Pompeii. The sun rose over Mount Vesuvius, bathing the city's tiled rooftops and cobbled streets in golden light. Merchants opened their stalls, bakers kneaded their dough, and children ran laughing through the narrow lanes. The air was filled with the aroma of freshly baked bread and the chatter of citizens going about their lives blissfully unaware that their world was about to vanish forever. The first signs of doom. Around midday, a low rumble echoed from the mountain. Some dismissed it as a minor tremor. After all, quakes were not unusual in the region. But soon, a dark plume of smoke and ash began to rise, towering into the sky like an omen. The citizens watched in confusion as daylight dimmed and a fine layer of ash began to fall, dusting the streets and rooftops like a strange gray snow. What began as curiosity turned to fear as the sky darkened further, and the ash thickened into suffocating clouds. The ash fall begins. Pumice stones and volcanic debris rained down relentlessly. Roofs began to collapse under the weight, and the once bustling streets turned into deadly traps. Those who fled were met with choking air and blinding darkness. The city that had thrived for centuries was now being entombed minute by minute. For nearly 18 hours, the citizens of Pompeii struggled to escape a catastrophe they could neither comprehend nor resist. The pyroclastic fury. Then came the final blow. A roaring surge of superheated gas and rock, a pyroclastic flow hurtled down the mountain at unimaginable speed. In an instant, everything it touched was obliterated. The heat was so intense that it vaporized flesh and preserved forms in perfect detail. Life in Pompeii ended in the blink of an eye, but in that very destruction, the city was paradoxically preserved. A city sealed in time. Over time, the ash and rock hardened into a protective shell, sealing Pompeii beneath the earth. Buildings, frescoes, tools, even loaves of bread remained trapped in place, untouched by time. The city that perished so suddenly had been frozen in the exact state it was left, an eerie snapshot of a moment lost to history. Rediscovery and the plaster casts. In 1748, excavations began, and archaeologists were stunned by what they uncovered. The city emerged almost intact, its walls adorned with vivid frescoes, its streets lined with shops, taverns, and temples. But perhaps the most haunting discoveries were the voids left behind by decomposed bodies in the hardened ash. By pouring plaster into these hollow spaces, archaeologists created casts that revealed the final moments of Pompeii's inhabitants, people shielding their faces, clutching loved ones, or frozen mid-step. These casts are not just artifacts, they are human stories suspended in eternity. Inside Pompeii, the lives that once were. Walking through Pompeii today is like stepping back into the 1st century. The homes still bear colorful murals of mythological scenes. Mosaics depict gods, animals, and the pleasures of daily life. In the bakeries, stone mills, and carbonized loaves of bread remain. In the taverns, amphorae still stand where they once held wine and oil. Graffiti scrawled on the walls reveals humor, gossip, and the politics of everyday Romans, voices from the past whispering through time. The heart of Roman life. Pompeii wasn't just a city, it was a microcosm of Roman civilization. Its amphitheater, the oldest surviving in the world, hosted spectacles and gladiatorial contests. The bathhouses were centers of social life, where citizens gathered to cleanse, converse, and relax. Public fountains, advanced plumbing, and well-planned roads reflected a level of urban sophistication that continues to impress modern engineers. Even the graffiti reveals a people not so different from us, proud, witty, and deeply human. Agriculture and the rhythm of daily life. Beyond the walls, Pompeii's fertile land produced wine, olives, and grain. Archaeologists have uncovered carbonized seeds, roots, and farming tools, revealing insights into Roman agriculture. The remains of vineyards and gardens demonstrate a people who lived in harmony with nature, drawing sustenance and livelihood from the shadow of the very volcano that would one day destroy them. Science, preservation, and ethics. Modern technology continues to unearth Pompeii's secrets. Ground-penetrating radar, 3D scanning, and DNA analysis have provided astonishing new insights into ancient diets, health, and family structures. Yet, with these discoveries come ethical questions. How should the remains of Pompeii's citizens be displayed? Are we honoring their memory or exploiting their tragedy? Archaeologists now strive to balance education with respect, turning the ruins into a solemn reminder of human fragility rather than a spectacle of death. The eternal message of Pompeii. Pompeii's story transcends archaeology. It's a reflection on the impermanence of life, the unpredictability of nature, and the delicate balance of civilization. One day, an ordinary city thrived under the Italian sun. The next, it was gone. And yet, through that destruction, we have been given one of the greatest gifts of history, a complete and hauntingly intimate portrait of an ancient world. As we walk its silent streets today, we are reminded that time is both a destroyer and a preserver, and that beneath the ashes of loss, the essence of humanity endures. Please like, share and subscribe my channel. Thanks.